Hello there, welcome to the, first update of 2015, the January update more or less. First things first, I want to wish you all I hope you all had a nice Christmas and want to wish you a New Year. Hope you all have a very nice 2015. Personally, I'm fine, even though school and work have actually ended up being more busy in the first 2 weeks than I expected, and that is why you've heard very little from me. That's why you basically have just gotten the single update or single upload every day, so I do apologize for that. Second order of business today is to more or less thank you all for reaching more than 1,000 subs. Thanks also for those above and those below, in between, those who are considering. Thank you all. And of course, even if you're not sub but still like watching the videos, you are, of course, I'm grateful to you too. So it's a lot of fun. Hopefully, during this year I will be able to actually set up a multiplayer game as a thank you. It was kind of planned last year around the same time, but basically a ton of one setback after the other came, but I'm confident we'll be able to actually pull it through this time. It'll probably be next weekend or in 2 weeks time, we'll have to see, and hopefully I'll be able to stream it as well. I'm currently on a pretty strong line. It's connected to university, or rather it's the university internet that I'm using, and it's pretty damn good. So depending on how people feel and response to this, we'll have to see when the game will be. But the plan is, as I said, either next weekend or in 2 weeks' time. Please leave a comment if you think it would be interesting, if you would like to join, and I'll try to figure something out with setting things up and things like that. But the last thing I want to talk about before I can leave you all alone, for at least this time, is basically that my channel has basically been slowing down. It's gone a bit more Star Wars, and I do understand that it's my fault more so than anything. A couple of reasons for that is, of course, that I mostly have been really unpredictable in what I more or less do, in what I upload, etc. Basically, U4/Crusader Kings has always been what I had as the backbone, but basically even that has become kind of uncertain lately, due to the fact that some days there haven't been uploads, other days there have been uploads, back and forth, up and down, etc. So I do understand that a lot of people don't like that. You want certainty, you want to know what comes when, etc. And basically, in the beginning of my channel, I was rather good at that, but over time I liked it so much, had so much fun with it, that I more or less became over-ambitious, started many projects at once, and even though I probably had time in the beginning to do these things, it really quickly became apparent to me that I can't do this and actually focus on everything else that's going about. So basically I got over ambitious, I tried to do a lot of things at once, and when it all backfired on me, I didn't know where to begin, and basically every single project kind of fell apart, and I just didn't feel like working up with it, which is of course a really bad thing. Basically that's my biggest flaw. I get over ambitious and I have no idea where to start or end, begin, etc., and everything just went down in a fiery blaze. So in terms of changes now in 2015, well, first and foremost, I will not promise anything else or start any over-ambitious project, except the very simple thing that you will get one U4 video a day. You'll probably get some other games every now and again, but I will try to keep any other games or any other series or whatever a running thing, that you get an episode of that a day. And when I'm done with that, if people don't want more of it, I'll move on to something else. Other than that, I'm a little bit unsure, but I'll probably make updates a weekly thing, more or less. There will be one big update either at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, and then the other 3 weeks I'll probably have some smaller update where I basically just talk a little bit about how things are going. Basically you can say this is a big update where I do talk about channel things, updates, games, etc., and basically a small way just tell a little bit of what I'm planning this week and get a little bit of input from you guys for future series and things like that. So if you have any suggestions, of course, feel free to come with them. I'm a little bit unsure what else to say, really. If I come up with anything, I'll probably add it as a comment before I upload the video. So if I have, then I'll come up with something. If not, I'll probably take it when I come up with the next update, which will probably be next Friday. And I'm probably just going to keep using a trucking video as a background. It's a nice way to just kick back, talk about what's going on. Of course, the video itself will be edited a little bit, of course, to make sure I actually fulfill the mission in, just one update. But the plan is basically to use the update as a way to... Basically, I do one truck trip every time I update, and hopefully we'll have a nice company running sooner or later this way. But it will be interesting how that turns out. But again, the essence is I'll try and set up that multiplayer game very, very soon. Hopefully within a week or two. Depending on how many people want to join, we'll just have to see how it ends up. Of course, if people have more extensive multiplayer knowledge than me, I'll probably leave them in charge of the game, etc. But as I said, if you don't want to participate, if you're just interested in seeing it, I'll probably stream it, and I'll probably upload it as probably a real big segment if it's interesting. And of course, for the multiplayer game, if people want to chat with me, if people want to basically have it as more or less fun rather than competitive, I'm up for that too. It would be fun to hear from you guys, although I'll probably get rather nervous and stutter more than I usually do. But it is what it is, so we'll see what I can come up with. Anyways, again, I thank you all for last year. It was a lot of fun, and I hope the new year will be as much fun. And hopefully I'll be a little bit better at keeping my promises, and hopefully the channel will continue to grow. I'll see you next time. Bye.